What is good, YouTube? Mad here, back with another video, guys, and we have some breaking news, notes, highlights, analysis, and highlights from another day in Vegas for their training camp period. And this was a very interesting day. We got Jimmy Garoppolo back onto the field, and we got a lot of answers from Josh McDaniels post-practice that I kind of want to go over with you guys and keep you guys updated, while also showing you guys the highlights just in case you miss them. Now, before we get into the video, do me a quick little favor, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. It helps out the channel so much. At least get it to all the Raiders fans out there. Also, subscribe if you're new, because I will be covering the rest of the offseason as well as the regular season, covering all of free agency, any trades, all of training camp, preseason, regular season games. I will be streaming games as well. So if you guys want to watch some Raiders games with me throughout the season, make sure you guys join the family. Turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we go live for a game and every time we post a video as well. But without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, the first question after practice Josh McDaniels was asked was, Jimmy Garoppolo had a day off. Is that kind of the plan you guys have in place right now to get him back into all that? Basically asking if they want to make sure he's healthy and keep him well rested and make sure he's just conservative with Jimmy Garoppolo going forward. Now, his answer was, yeah, just normal protocol. Anytime you're rehabbing or recovering from something, they have kind of like that, here's how we're going to do this. Integrate every player that kind of has that situation, goes through that. So they're all different based on what body part, what position. Is it pads? Is it not? All that stuff. So he'll get back out there, and he was out there, during practice today. He looked pretty good, connecting with, some of the guys, Devontae Adams, you have a bunch of guys over there that Jimmy Garoppolo is starting to, build some chemistry with on this football team, including, rookie Michael Mayer, Austin Hooper, Jacoby Myers had a couple of big plays today. Also had some drops the other day, so hopefully Jacoby Myers can, kind of find a sense of consistency here in Las Vegas. Now, another question I want to go over was, they asked Josh McDaniels, how have you seen Zamir White grow from when he came in a year ago to now? Now, this is a big question in my opinion, just because of the controversy with Josh Jacobs. Now, we don't know if Jacobs is going to be active for the regular season. He's kind of holding out right now, and we don't know if he is going to be playing for the Raiders next season, or if he's going to get traded, or if there's going to come to an agreement. So we don't really know. So the growth of Zamir White is actually very, very important from here on White. Now, Coach McDaniels said, again, he's a guy heading into his second camp. I'd say he's more comfortable, more familiar with what we're doing. I think Z is a really physical guy. His strength and some of the things that he's excited to do probably won't take place until we have shoulder pads on and we're able to do some of those type of things. That's what he's excellent at in college and what we saw from him last year too. So like I said, he's a year further ahead. He knows what to expect, understand what's being asked of him now, and now excited for him and those guys that are going to go into their second year and have an opportunity to go out there and play here in the month of August. So basically what I got from that is he's not coming out and saying that Zamir White is incredible. He's not saying that Zamir White has been the best running back in camp so far. He's basically saying that, we're not going to know until the pads come on. We're not going to know until there's contact, until, the physicality gets ramped up, until we're in the dog days of camp, and until preseason game starts happening. So we still have a lot more questions here for the Raiders. Who's going to be the starter if Josh Jacobs is not here? And what do you guys think? As Raiders fans, do you think Josh Jacobs will eventually be here, or do you think this is something that could, hold out for a while? Like, what do you guys think about this? Who's going to be the starting running back? Give me your opinion in the comment section down below. And then one last question. He was talking about Nate Hobbs, and he said Nate's just one of the few guys we have who are kind of working through a couple of things. Again, I don't think we have too many guys that the expectation is going to drag out too long. But I think hopefully if he continues to progress here, we'll see him out there not too distant future. Basically saying they're hoping Nate Hobbs is up and running soon, back up and running with his defense. I mean, he is probably one of the best corners on this roster right now. Maybe Marcus Peters now, but Nate Hobbs is a guy they need. So they need to make sure Nate Hobbs is here, make sure he's here for a long time because, he's got a bright future, hopefully here in Vegas. So, guys, make sure you guys do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hopefully, pads come on with the next couple of days, and that's when we'll be able to cover a lot more. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Check out Underdog Fantasy if you want to be in some Underdog Fantasy drafts with me throughout the season next year. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, and if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.